Alright guys, welcome back to me playing Titan. Now this is going to be, basically it's going to be me dying horribly, you guys laughing hysterically, and primarily just everybody kind of having fun. Actually this map is one that I'm vaguely familiar with, although it is a hardpoint mode rather than the modes that I'm used to, so it's not going to be quite the same. But we'll go ahead and see if we can't get some kills, level up a little bit, and kind of take advantage of, take advantage of the fact that the last time we played we actually did get a few upgrades for our guns, and see what we can do about that. That is not our character. So, or, that is not a bad guy to us, rather. So, let's see what we can do. That kind of screwed with us. I was actually trying to go ahead and take that guy out, but that didn't seem to be a possibility for that particular fight. Although we might be able to go ahead and really what we really need to do with this at this point is just get 50 kills, I believe it is, with this particular character. This particular weapon, and that will open up most, if not all, of the options that we want to open up with this gun. You know what? I'm actually going to let my Titan go for right now, only because I really do want to start getting some of these other points captured, so that we can get this this level. Only so that we can get this match turned around a little bit. I do agree with their assessment of the situation, which is basically, if we don't start capturing hard points, we're going to have some serious problems. The IMC is way ahead of us at this point. So, obviously, that was not necessarily the best option for us. We are going to spawn as a pilot, and I'm going to bring my Titan down. We'll see what we can do with this, and, obviously we want to take out the Titan that killed us, but that may or may not be an option at this point. And that is really kind of our point. Oh, that's not going to be good for us. I killed myself with my own nuclear ejection. That said, I was able to kill a couple of other guys with it too, so 6 of one, half dozen of another, I guess, is really the point. And we got one kill, and we died horribly to another person, so yeah, we were able to unlock some options with... Oops, sorry. We were able to unlock some options the last time we played, and get a couple of things going with our weapon, so we are able to take some shots at people who are a little bit farther away. Obviously, that's a good thing for us. At the same time, we really, really need to get these points taken over and kind of capped for ourselves. We're way, way behind at this point, so if we're not able to do that on a regular basis, we're pretty much going to be screwed. And I'm not even going to bother with their Titan. Only because, again, that is going to be something that is kind of a secondary thing at this point. We really need to get these hard points set specifically for us. And again, yeah, they kind of just completely dominated us. Nothing we can really do with that. I did get kind of dropped into the middle of a match that was not optimal, I would say, is the best way to put it. 2-1, my Titan is going to come down here, and I died. So, yeah, that was pretty much the end of it for me. I was just trying to get myself going. I was actually attempting to get into the beta match which would match me with other people who are even level with me. But unfortunately, at this time of night, it's really difficult to get people. Ooh, my Titan killed people by himself after I was dead. That's actually kind of hysterical. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed in the way this went, but there's not really a whole heck of a lot I can do simply because of the fact that I joined the game so late. Hardpoint domination. I was trying to get into a match that might have been a little bit more even based for me, and there's one particular guy on their team who just ripped the crap out of all of us. So, that's kind of difficult to deal with, especially coming in that late in the game. That said, I'm hoping that the next match round is actually going to give me a little bit of a better chance. I'm going to go ahead and pause for right now. Ooh. You know what? I'm actually going to leave that alone for right now. I'm going to go ahead and pause here. I will come back in about 50 or 60 seconds, and we'll go ahead and start the next match, and we'll see how that one goes. So we are going to go... Oops! That was really bad for me. I accidentally hit leave right at the very end, right as we were actually supposed to start. I was trying to accept the match invitation. I keep forgetting that sometimes you don't have to do that. So... you know what? I may actually even get into this match. I'm hoping that there was a confirmation that I actually have to verify one way or the other, and if I can escape and kind of bounce out of that confirmation, I can actually get this match from the beginning and kind of get through and see if we can't get a real match going here. That's kind of what I'm hoping for at this point. I'm going to go with Custom Pilot 1, Custom Titan 1, and we will... you know what? We will just go ahead and start. I'm not planning on playing with a burn card right here. I'm just hoping to go ahead and hold and dominate the hard points and kind of go from there. Obviously, you do get EXP for doing that. We start on one side, they start on another, so I'm assuming, yeah, they're going to get C. B is going to be the one that we really have to fight for. I'm hoping this match is kind of... Ooh. B is going to be the match that B is going to be the one that obviously we're going to have to fight for, but I am hoping that this match is a little bit more even than the last time around. Wasn't able to kill him. That was kind of just shitty options on my part. I did know that he was there before he knew that I was there. I didn't take advantage of that, which, obviously really, really bad for me. We do have C, so, obviously that is a good thing. This is my weapon. Good, more EXP. That said, we are going to try to go ahead and get B. Get that taken care of. That was really bad. Don't know exactly what it was that killed me. Satchel charge. C4. I mean, really, I'm not sure that's... Yeah, I'm aware of that completely. This scope is giving me a lot more options than I was able to have before. Oh, sugar. So, yeah, that's kind of bad for me. I did not realize necessarily that people are capable of running in a turret. I wasn't aware of the fact that wasn't necessarily something that was player controlled. There's a lot of things about this game that I'm not 100% certain of yet. And that's kind of one of the things is, and I just got killed by an NPC. Wow. That shows how wonderfully horrible I am at this game, but you guys kind of already knew that, didn't you? I do want to try to help take out this Titan as quickly as possible, obviously. And I also want to... Ooh, that's going to be bad for me. I'm going to wind up dead here. There's not a whole hell of a lot I can do with that. I am going to spawn as my pilot, and my Titan here drops in 3, 2, 1. Obviously, that's going to be something that I really want to try to get so we can help my teammates out and kind of just get this taken care of. I am not exactly... Who am I now? So, yeah, taking care of that. I'm hoping that I can kill him or almost kill him. This is a very fast-paced game. It's actually really kind of difficult to keep track of everything that's going on. For the most part anymore, I really don't act on anything that I'm thinking about. I'm actually acting basically on instinct, in which, you know, for somebody who isn't real good with being able to discern everything that's going on, especially considering the fact that it's a new game. Not a new game, necessarily. It is a very new game. But not necessarily that it is a new game, but simply that it is new to me. It's obviously something that I want to... have no idea what that was. Obviously something that's going to be difficult for me to act on instinct with, basically because of the fact that, hey, let's be honest, it's a game that I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of similarities to Call of Duty, but that's a game that I've never played. Hey, wait, you're playing a first-person shooter and you never played Call of Duty. What the heck is wrong with you? Yeah, that's obviously going to be something that, you know, is going to cause a lot of people a little bit of consternation. Hey, look, you don't know what kind of game you're playing. I don't like first-person shooters. I like mech games. And this is obviously, it's not a mech game primarily, but it is a mech game. And, I mean, there's a lot of options going into it. Other than just being a mech game, you know, and I mean, obviously that's going to be something I'm just going to jump out. And hope that I was able to do some damage to that guy. I'm not sure that I actually killed him. I'm quite certain that I did not. But I am quite certain that I was able to do some damage to him. And I'm, again, going to continue to attempt to do damage to him, even with a character that's not really necessarily, ooh, wow, capable of doing a whole heck of a lot to a Titan. That's kind of the thing that I have to do, is just to kind of make sure to keep moving. Especially, that's the biggest thing with this game, obviously, is you just have to keep moving. That really was kind of a bad situation for me. And, yeah. I was hoping to be able to take that guy out, but obviously they're not running solo. They are running together, which kind of makes things a little bit more difficult. For me, as far as that goes, wow, there's a whole heck of a lot going on. And sometimes it's really difficult to discern everything that's going on. You know, am I able to make that big of an impact? At this point, I'm gonna die. There was no two ways about that. Knowing that he was going nuclear, there wasn't a whole hell of a lot that I could have done with that. I mean, yeah, this thing is probably half dead or worse, which kind of gives me, oh, actually, it's really kind of almost full. Which actually winds up being really, really good for me. I don't necessarily feel comfortable not running this mech until, or not play. Come on, just kill the thing. God. I don't feel comfortable, okay. Go ahead, get out. And I am gonna go ahead and jump out. And hope that that was enough to get you dead. Not quite, but pretty damn close. And obviously that's going to be kind of an issue for him. Even if I wasn't able to kill him, some of my teammates should have been able to be pretty damn close with that. Defeated already. Yeah, that is kind of a disappointment. Again, you know, again, it was really kind of disappointing with that. I wasn't able to help my team nearly as much as I would have liked. And that, again, comes back to the fact that, you know, it comes back to the fact that I'm really, really not geared or prepared to take on somebody who's been playing this game all the way up to level 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever it is. I'm not the best player at any game, honestly. I don't have a lot of the experience that some of these players have, and trying to get into a match that has a bunch of people and isn't more designed specifically for taking people who, you know, are more on my match level, it's frustrating for me because I wind up losing and losing and losing. Although on the upside, in the long run, it doesn't. Wow, really? I only had 2 kills. I was kind of hoping I would have gotten a little bit better than that. But in the long run, it does teach me to play on a much faster basis, and it does help me fight people who are maybe a little bit better. Again, I am actually going to take a look, see what I got unlocked. That is absolutely awesome. That said, I am going to go ahead and bug out here for a minute, and I will come back here in a little while, and we'll take a look at this. We will take the next level then. So, guys, I do actually have a question. These little icons that sit next to the names of most of the characters, or not most of, it depends on the match that you get into, but a lot of the characters, I'm actually trying to figure out what they are, and I haven't had anybody actually be able to explain those to me. I mean, obviously I haven't asked a whole heck of a lot about it, but there are times when I've mentioned something and people just kind of ignore it, and I'm hoping to figure out on my own what those actually mean. I'm going to try to go ahead and search for that, but you know, there may be opportunity for one of you guys to be able to tell me and let me know, hey, those are X, Y, and Z. I'm assuming they have to do with something about, you know, some kind of not necessarily skills that you gain, but more like what is it that I'm trying to say? Not skills necessarily, but ooh, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to go for B because obviously we're gonna go for A first, and ooh, that was not the. That is not the weapon option that I wanted. The weapon option that I selected was to have the same thing as I had last time, and that really did not come through for me. So that winds up being a problem. Also, me standing still because, you know, hey, I'm trying to reload or move, and it doesn't do that. It simply. Oh wow. Soy sauce again. That guy is actually really damned good, and he is one of the guys that we've been having a lot of problems with. I think he's pretty much been running away with these matches, and that kind of causes some issues and consternation. Again, primarily because of the fact that, hey, look, you know, if one person can take the entire match and put it in one direction or another, obviously this game is slightly imbalanced, or not the game, but necessarily, but the match is imbalanced. And that's going to be a problem because I'm not capable of keeping up with that guy, and I know I'm not. You know, I mean, I'm going to try. I'm going to try my damnedest. But that's not going to happen. and it is frustrating to me. It is frustrating to take on a bunch of guys who are obviously better than me. And, yeah, so, I mean... And it's also frustrating to me to have my sights... not be what I set them to be. So, next time I die, I actually think I'm going to go ahead and try to change that around a little bit. And we'll see if we can't... obviously, B is being held pretty damn well. I'm going to attempt to go for C here. I can't run on glass. So, we will see what we can do here with C. I do have my TitanFall coming into play here shortly. Okay, so I am only 10 meters off of this. And that was, yeah. So, you know what, I'm not gonna... This is obviously exactly what I want right now. Don't think that that's going to help me a whole hell of a lot. But...
This is looking kind of bad. We need to take some hard points, like now.
And doesn't seem to be... doesn't seem to be the best option for me. It does look like we wound up with Titans pretty quickly as well as them. But they didn't, or rather, yeah, we wound up with Titans almost as quickly as they did. But it does wind up being an issue. I am kind of hoping to die here. Oh, fuck. No, 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 no. I was actually hoping to die fast enough to be able to eject and kind of do the same thing to him that he just did to me, but that really didn't wind up needing to be an issue. I started in the Titan, which is, again, kind of actually really what I was hoping to do. Kind of gave myself a little bit of an advantage, as far as getting us back into the fight at least a little bit more. I mean, obviously that is something that I kind of want to do, is just take advantage of the fact that he was there. Where did he go? Where did the Titan go? Not sure I know. But at the same time, this is what I hope to do. Yeah. And that was kind of my only option there. I knew that I was low enough health that he was probably going to take me out. So I was hoping to be able to do that, and that kind of paid for its. That Titan kind of paid for itself right there. I wound up with 2 Titans, right in a row, and they did. You know, they helped me kill 2 or 3 people, which, in the long run, I'm not sure so great. Simply because of the fact that I didn't. Yeah, that was actually pretty damn good. The fact that I was able to kill him with that grenade and get that out and get him done was... Damn. Really, am I gonna have anything here? Don't think so. Now, it's getting a little bit better, but this match is still... I mean, obviously, they are still completely owning this. I'm dead. That, again, my weapon loadout was really not at all what I was looking for. I'm not sure what happened here. But that was really, really bad. That was flat out bad. I kept my Titan loadout, but I did not have my, I did not get the I did not get the loadout as far as...
Keep the pressure on.
Warning, excessive damage sustained.
Just lost Bravo.
I did not get the loadout that I wanted as far as my pilot, so I have a feeling that I wound up hitting something that I really didn't want to do, and yeah, he's gone. So I'm just gonna go invis and run the hell away here. I'm not even sure if my kills in this, because it seems like this is the default pilot mode. I'm not even sure if my kills in this mode count towards the
Hey man, this is not looking good. We're way behind, and we're running out of time.
count towards the benefits that I really want them to count towards, which is kind of disappointing a little bit. I mean, obviously, I do want them to. But if they don't, there's not a whole heck of a lot I can do about it. I'm going to wind up getting splattered here, and that's, you know, kind of the end of that. Pilot loadout. We will go with custom pilot 1 there and see if that, yes, that is absolutely the pilot loadout that I wanted. Not sure exactly how that wound up happening, but it did change things, obviously, for me.
Pilots are sending in dropships to get you out. Check your HUD for the evac.
And that wound up killing me. There's a lot of satchels. I have no idea what those even are. Huh. I honestly was not aware of the fact that...
I've sent the dropship. Hurry.
9 meters, so 4, 3, 2, 1. I may even be able to... And I did not get. And that said... I also wound up dead here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I was actually kind of hoping to drop my Titan on top of his head. I do think I actually got a couple more pilot kills than I did the time before, but it's kind of disappointing because of the fact that I really wound up not being a whole hell of a lot of benefit to my team. I'm gonna go ahead and pause here, let you guys, yeah, I didn't, yeah, didn't even count towards my, that was, again, actually really honestly disappointing. Because the kills that I got only count towards my gun progression when I use them with, my own pilot build. And that didn't happen, so I wound up, you know, losing pretty much every kill on the grunts that I got, which is, again, disappointing, maybe a little bit depressing, probably not the right word to use. Anyway, I'll come back here in about 20, 30 seconds, and we'll go ahead and start and jump into the next match, and hopefully that my non-default pilot loadout will be the one that's chosen. I'm hoping next time, or... You know what? I'm not going to come back. I'll let you guys know what I think. Right now, honestly, I think what they need to do is once you actually open up the customizable pilot options, either A, your kills with those weapons need to count you towards your normal kills with those weapons, or B, they need to just remove the standard pilots completely because you have that option to play. The Titans are a little bit different because you don't have the option to play the Ogre or the Faster Mech. I can't remember the name of it. You don't have the option to play those other two mechs until you've completely played through the campaign once or twice at least. But as far as pilot options, once you open those pilot options to be your customizable pilot, you shouldn't really have the default available anymore. Either that or again, as I said, it should give you the option to just go ahead and play normally and have those kills count towards your kills for that particular weapon. I was pretty damn certain that I had picked my custom layouts, but I'm guessing obviously I didn't because, you know,
Close to hardpoint Alpha. Check your HUD.
because obviously that wound up becoming a serious issue. I am actually going to...
Halfway to securing the hardpoint.
I am going to try to get one of these. I'm going to try to get one of these modes that's a little bit further away. And the reasoning behind that is I know somebody's going to run towards the closest.
Hey, you're approaching Charlie. Watch for hostiles.
Yeah, obviously somebody saw me eventually. And I was kind of expecting that to happen at some point. But I know that somebody's going to go towards our primary one, and I figure if I can get towards the secondary or tertiary one, that I may be able to at least help us pull out a little bit of a lead. You know, kind of a problem there because,
We got Bravo.
you know, that wasn't...
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was actually really what I hoped happened, except for the part where I
Okay, buddy.
bumped my head.
Watch for hostiles.
And I had somebody who was telling me, actually one of my friends, was telling me he does play this game, but he doesn't play it the same way most people do. He said he doesn't,
Just lost Bravo.
he really doesn't play it for,
Okay, buddy, you're approaching Alpha. Hostiles.
he really doesn't play it for kills, and he doesn't play it for,
Just lost the connection. You gotta get closer to the terminal.
wow, that was really kind of shitty. Especially the fact that we let our turret get owned by them. That's just horrible.
Hey, your Titan will be ready.
You need to secure some hardpoints, buddy. The enemy has all of them.
Yeah, think? I am fully aware of the fact that I don't like what's going on here.
Okay, buddy, you're approaching Alpha. Watch for hostiles.
Again, trying to take care of it. Wow, I honestly had no idea he was coming in from that point. So either A, he knew that people are likely to come in from that point, or B, he saw me and
Titan ready in 15 seconds.
hate to be a little bit of a spoil sport, but in a situation where you know, something like this really tends to be where's my Titan?
We're losing Bravo.
AI offline. Pilot mode engaged.
Where it really does tend to be more of a... I don't see who the heck he's shooting at. Anyway, one of my friends who plays said he really plays more towards towards capturing the hard points and really doesn't even bother with the Titans at all. He said he's wound up on the top of the leaderboard without any kills at all, which, you know, I find kind of amusing, but
Bad news, boss. The IMC are way ahead of us. There's still some time to catch up, though.
let's see if we can't get this guy.
Alpha. Hey, you're getting close to a hard point. Somewhere inside a building. Check your map. Pilot, the enemy is in control of all hard points. Get in the fight and take them back.
Warning. Recovery recommended.
Let's get out of this situation because we really don't want him to take us out and kill us. I mean, that was an obvious option for him to be able to do. I was trying. Nice, he followed me down, hunted me down. I didn't realize he was quite that close on my backside. And for some reason, I thought I was actually kind of still invisible.
Okay, keep going. There's a hard point in that building dead ahead. Go inside and close the end.
Yeah, same guy. Killed me again.
Okay, buddy, you're approaching Bravo. Watch for hostiles.
I really do think you need to be able to get to a position to where you can do something about the Titans, and really doesn't it a lot of times it doesn't seem like you really can.
Okay, keep going. There's a hard point in that building dead ahead. Go inside and patch me in.
But I was able to kind of do enough damage to put him into his doom, which, you know, obviously that is something that we want to do. Also, not dying horribly is something that we want to do. Was I able to drop him? I don't think so. Oh, wow. Hello, precious. So obviously I am slightly frustrated by a lot of the things that go on in this level, especially the fact that I'm just getting my ass handed to me, and we really are just in a situation where, you know, the game isn't even fair. They're just kind of ripping the shit out of us. Oh, wow. Nuclear ejection, and I killed myself. Revenge, Nemesis, comeback. I got a whole bunch of crap ton of stuff from it. That said, I also wound up killing myself. So, yeah, there we go. Why is it that the cloak and auto-eject only works when I really don't want it to? For the most part, frankly, I've had to still hit eject, and I don't auto-cloak or auto-eject for any of it, which is a little bit frustrating because I thought that I had set that as an option, and it doesn't seem to do anything for me when, yeah, obviously I missed my ride. I wound up dead. Although I did, again, I killed somebody who killed me. The one thing I do like about this game, as far as, God, I did absolutely shit in that particular match. But the one thing I do like about this game is the fact that your levels do come pretty quick and easy, and you get credit for pretty much damn near everything you do. So even if you aren't doing so well, you can unlock, you know, different weapons and different modes and stuff, which will, electrical smoke is actually, again, one of the things that I really wanted to do. Now, I've got, 49 and 50 grunt kills. One more grunt kill, and I will be able to kind of get that sorted out. My tactical ability, I don't even use the Vortex Shield at this point. I am going to switch over to Smoke. And I'm just going to talk for a couple of minutes here, because, I mean, I don't... In this particular game mode, I mean, you keep seeing people switch out and switch back in. And you keep seeing people switch back out and switch it back in. You wonder why. Well, I mean, obviously this isn't a very balanced match. And we wind up getting our asses handed to us by a team that either A, is just together, because of the fact that they're on Skype or they're on Mumble or TeamSpeak or what have you, and they're capable of doing it. That, or they're just really damn good, and each individually has played a lot before, and they're able to make decisions and kind of join together, even when another team might not be able to. I am actually going to go ahead and leave this particular lobby. I was really hoping to get into a match that was a little bit more balanced, more towards my level and my capabilities and my skills. I mean, obviously they have it listed. Look, when you play Classic and you hit Improved Matchmaking, it's in beta. So they're trying to find teammates for somebody like me who isn't necessarily the greatest. I'm not sure why we're not finding a lot of people, other than the fact that it's probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I think that's really kind of going to be the issue here, is I'm not going to be able to find a whole lot of people, just period, the end, and trying to find a team that's as good, or right, not as good as me, but, right around the same skill level as me, just doesn't seem to be a whole heck of a lot of feasible. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go. I'm quite certain that I've talked to you guys' ear off at this point. So the next match that we get into, the first thing I'm going to look for is trying to get that last grunt kill so that I can open up that other scope option, and we'll see about what we can do with unlocking some further options. I may even switch to a different weapon so that I can use that and unlock all the options there. Anyway, as far as this goes, it's actually kind of been fun. I mean, obviously I wasn't terribly thrilled with the fact that I died every single time that I got into a match, but it was a little bit of a learning experience. There were a couple of kills and a couple of pilots that I was able to catch off guard a little bit and able to do some damage to, which was always nice. That last match, that last level, wasn't a level that I was terribly familiar with, wasn't anything that I'd really done before, and I think that was a little bit to my detriment. Obviously, the other matches where I'd played on levels that I'd played before, I was able to do a little bit better and at least get a couple of kills. So, it does look like I'm getting not a crap ton or a metric crap ton better, but it does look like I'm getting to the point where I can at least make 1 or 2 kills, even against players who are superior, if I can catch them off guard or find them in the right situation. And perhaps what I'm hoping is that something like that's this high energy and this fast pace will eventually help me learn and find ways to be able to deal with other games and kind of be able to react and act better and faster based on what's going on. I mean, obviously, I've gotten better in certain games. Hawkins specifically, I've gotten, I don't want to say really good, but for me, really good. Simply because of the fact that I played it quite a bit, and that game has given me the opportunity to grow as a combatant and has allowed me to learn, hey, look, I can make some of these kills against some of these players. Now, I mean, there's times when I go on streaks where I get 5 or 6 kills, and there's times when I'll go on streaks where I don't get any kills at all. And I think that is dependent on whether or not I'm able to slow myself down, even if it's in the heat of battle, and take those shots that I know are what are important, rather than kind of rushing and blitzing into the middle of a combat situation and trying to take everyone down with guns blazing in a cloud of glory and death and doom and destruction. Which, I mean, obviously the latter is far more fun sounding, but in reality what winds up happening is you rush into a situation where there's 5 people waiting for you, and you just go, hey, look, I just died like 5 times in a row, and I don't know why. Oh, maybe it's because I really suck. No, it's not because you really suck. It's not because you're not capable of taking on those individual mechs. It's because you made a really, really dumb decision. And I am horrible at doing that. Like, almost every time that I wind up dying really badly, really quickly, that tends to be what happens. Now, I mean, every now and then I'll be taken out by, some kind of sniper mech or one of the Rocketeers, which will lock me from a distance, and a sniper will just kind of lock me from the beginning, and I'll go, 3 feet out of the starting zone, and then I'll wind up getting slaughtered. That's frustrating too, for completely different reasons, but a lot of the times I've noticed when I die horribly or miserably, that tends to be my own fault, and I'm aware of that. It's something that I'm trying to work on, and again, that's kind of what the goal of this channel is to just get me to a point to where, hey, look, maybe I'm not completely the worst player on earth. I have, and you know what, honestly, I have seen other people make, or with playstyles similar to me. I honestly, at one point, I thought I was completely alone in the world, and I wasn't capable of making decisions well by myself, and that just every other player in the universe was really, really bad at it. But I've started to realize that there are other people who are, somewhere in the same match level as me, in the vicinity of me, and they'll, max out the same place I will. And there are other people who are just really, really damn good at these games, and I'll never be as good as them. But there's other things that I might be really good at that they'll never be as good at. So, at the end of the day, it all kind of balances out, and I have fun, and that's really kind of my point and my goal, is me having fun, me entertaining you guys, and maybe me giving you guys a little bit more information than you had yesterday. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I will end this here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.